What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Thank you for clicking on this video. Today, we're going to be talking about the Adam Sandler announcement that him and the Safdie brothers are going to be doing a video about the sports memorabilia world. Like I said, thank you for clicking on this video. I'm interested to hear about your thoughts in the comments. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you hit the subscribe button if you are new. Let's get right into this. So probably about a year ago, we heard rumors that Adam Sandler and the Safdie brothers were going to be doing a movie about the sports memorabilia, maybe potentially sports cards. And it looks like Complex Pop Culture announced, and they confirmed that Adam Sandler has confirmed that his next film with the Safdie brothers is going to be about the sports memorabilia world. This could be good or it could be bad. I think the movie will probably be pretty good. I mean, these guys are the creators of Uncut Gems, which was I've watched pieces of it, so I'm not going to sit here and say that I've seen the whole thing, but from everything that I've heard, it's critically acclaimed. It's a great movie. And I've obviously seen Adam Sandler movies in the past and all that kind of stuff. And, it's actually kind of funny being from Cape Cod. Adam Sandler would I saw him a couple times, like on the Cape, just like randomly, like shopping. So like, he's a super cool guy. Always was nice. Said hi to him. Always said hi back. But yeah, sorry, that's kind of sidetracked a little bit there. But like I said, Uncut Gems about sports betting and the jewelry world. It kind of was a bit of a grittier film, something Adam Sandler hasn't really necessarily done. I mean, I guess if you want to call it gritty, like I guess for the times, maybe Happy Gilmore, I guess was like kind of like risque a little bit. But like I think Uncut Gems was a decent example of like a concept that Adam Sandler and the Safdie brothers put together. And I think, unfortunately, I just think, unfortunately, this may not exactly paint cards in the best light, maybe. Let me just make sure we're good here. Yeah, audio is still good. It may or may not, unfortunately, paint sports cards or sports memorabilia however they really want to go about it in a good light. I mean, we've heard stories like, I think, Johnny Manziel was on a podcast. I think it was a Barstool podcast, and he talked about, what was it? He was talking about how when he was in college, he was doing memorabilia signings, and one of the memorabilia people was like basically just ripping him off like completely, because when he talked to somebody else, they were like, we'll pay you like triple that. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's maybe something like that in this movie. Adam Sandler has also done movies with athletes in the past, like Kevin Garnett was in Uncut Gems. And then he also did that basketball movie where Adam Sandler was a scout and Anthony Edwards was in that movie. There was a player that played for the Celtics. I forget his name, but he also was in that movie. The basketball, the basketball movie where he is the recruiter or whatever. But like, so it's just going to be interesting to see sort of what this movie ends up being about. I don't know if they've confirmed any like trailers coming out or like if there's a script. I'm assuming there's a script written, because if they're confirming that the next film with them is going to be about this, like it is a little bit vague on like when this movie is going to come out or like when there's going to be more info about the movie in general. But like I said, I think it will be probably a decent to good movie. I think it will be entertaining. I think we as sports card people may look at it and say, I don't know if necessarily all the stuff we want to be in that movie, if it's going to really paint that stuff in a good light. I think there's a like it's not a documentary, but it's like one of those like Nat Geo type shows. I believe it was on the History Channel that talked about like trimming within sports cards, and like one of like the biggest trimmers in sports cards. Apparently he like, was trimming cards, a bunch of cards. I forget what the name of it was. Let me see. I think it's called like Greed or something. Let me just look it up. Oh, yeah, so it's called American Greed, Fraud Collectors. What aired in 2017. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it is even maybe this story, like, because I think we haven't really, like I said, got any info about the script. I wouldn't be surprised, to be completely honest, if this is like a Wolf of Wall Street style, not documentary, but like movie that is basically like about this. Like it says memorabilia world, so I'm guessing, I don't know. I don't know exactly what that means. Like if it means that sports cards are going to be involved, if it means it's just going to be about memorabilia, like because some people consider sports cards memorabilia, so maybe it'll be about that. But maybe it'll focus on like other other areas. Like I guess maybe it'll be good. Maybe we won't get hit as hard when it comes to like criticism and like the topic when it comes to the overall crime potentially that's coming out of this industry. I think unfortunately, whenever there is money to be made in an industry, there's going to be people that try and do fraud. They try and scam the system. I think that there's probably people that are doing that to this day. I mean, shill bidding is still rampant on eBay. There's been a couple videos that I've seen about like fake content being made, like with people on YouTube and with people on TikTok. And, I don't know if necessarily that stuff's going to come to light eventually, like, because unfortunately, like, whether we like it or not, there's a ton of fraud that goes on in our industry. And I think whenever there's money involved, there's fraud that occurs, like whether it's fake sneakers or it's trimming sports cards or it's, faking grading or selling, I get, dipping cards. I think Sports Card Radio talks about that. I don't know if that's an official term or not, but like, or if it's, stealing cards from breaks, or if it's, doing fake giveaways or anything. I mean, there's any number of scams that we've seen just even recently that are like, cards not getting shipped. Like I said, there are any number of unfortunate things that are going on within our industry that I think that there are people that do a really good job at kind of documenting these kinds of things on YouTube. I think there's maybe people that overreact a little bit to every little thing, but I think in the middle there is going to be a good amount of people that are doing a great job when it comes to the type of content that, you could call it like watchdog content. I guess that's maybe how some people have categorized it. But I think when it comes to this movie, I guess it'll be, once the trailer comes out, we kind of will probably have a good idea of what the overall vibe of the movie is going to be, whether, sports cards will be involved or if it'll be maybe mainly about, memorabilia, about maybe fake autographs or, because who was it? Dak Prescott had that like autograph card. So like all of his autographs from his rookie year were done with like an autograph pen, like it was an automated thing. So like he didn't sign, or like, I don't know, like there's the controversy with like Luka's autographs, like did his mother sign those cards? And then there was the controversy with like LaMelo Ball, if he signed his card. So it's like there are, I don't know, I hate to say that there's plenty of opportunities for someone to make a movie that's kind of a grittier take on the industry, but just in general, there unfortunately is. And I don't know if it's Adam Sandler. I don't know if it's, the government or something, like coming along and making a movie about the underworld of sports cards or something along those lines. But we have seen it in the past, and I think we're going to probably continue to see it. I mean, like I said, I think there's some great content on YouTube that you can find of people kind of talking about it. If you're looking for it, it's not necessarily something that I've covered or that I will plan on covering. I mean, there is some things that I will cover, but overall, it's, it's not really necessarily my vibe, I guess. Like I kind of just focus on more new stuff. But this movie coming out, I think, is big news. And I think it's going to be interesting to see what the take is going to be. Like, what is the direction of the movie going to be? Will it focus on sports cards? Won't it? Will it just be memorabilia? I guess we'll see once the trailer eventually comes out for the movie.